Hey guys, we're at Knott Scary Farm 2015. If you've been following along with us, you know this is a highlight for us of the 50 or so cons we'll hit this year, of the 100 and some days we'll spend in the parks. Scary Farm really holds a special place in our heart. 20 or so years covering it in our own lives, and then making our way here now covering it for you guys. And so all sorts of pandemonium about to break out here as the gates open up. So we're going to take you around the park, try and give you a good taste for what everything is for Scary Farm in 2015 without spoilers. So we'll do our best of kind of bringing you enough to get you excited, get you seeing what's going on, but at the same time, again, not spoiling. So the Deadly Seven have just kind of broke out and struck pandemonium across the crowds here at the opening moment, so we're going to bring you to that. Then we're going to head over, check out Paranormal Inc., the hottest maze of 2015, Tooth Fairy, Voodoo, and Trick or Treat. So let's go check those things out and see what's going on this year.
Open the gates and let them approach. Let's see who is on the menu tonight. I have been waiting endlessly for your arrival. It seems we both possess an insatiable appetite for fear. Look at you, devouring my every word, my glorious gluttons for punishment. I feel your envy. Oh, I know what you want. I see the pride you wear all over your puffy little faces. You think you're brave enough to handle what lurks behind the chains?
Yes. Woo! Yeah!
Numb to the terror that surrounds you, meandering around like apathetic sloths. You lust for something more. I have what you want. But those who hold me in contempt will feel my wrath, just like the denizens of Calico. Open the box. A gift. A token of my appreciation for all. That is wrong with you humans. I present to you Ira! Your wrath will burn you. Lux! Your desires will tear you apart. Invidia! Your envy will blind you. Superbia! Your pride will deface you. Gula! You! Acedia! Your laziness will strangle you. Avarisha! Your greed will take your soul. Behold, the Deadly Seven!
You want the black lantern hat? I'm a red lantern.
Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Paranormal Inc. We're here at Haiti Hill Sanitarium where we'll be using our new Ghost Pod to try try and make contact with the demons and spirits that roam the once grand halls of this hospital. To tell us more about this controversial experiment, we're going to take you to the basement. In the basement, we have our lead tech, Barry.
It's never going to work.
Barry, you're on camera, bud.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we built this EMF simulator that, when engaged, it would radiate electricity through the walls, supercharging the atmosphere, and in theory, it goes to the piers. So,
Give it a shot, yeah? Want to try it?
let's give it a shot.
Awesome. 20%?
Ghost pod going to 20%.
Alright, folks, this is the really point time. We're going to try and make contact. Is anybody here with us? Did anybody die here? Barry, I'm not getting anything, are you? Yeah. What? Screw no, thank you. What the hell is that?
You're all going to die. deal. I'll have fun with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna rip you open and wear your rib cage in the hat.
Okay.
Get in there.
Okay.
Kill her. I'll kill you for a bite to eat.
Trick or treat. You're dancing with the devil here.
Have you been bingo?
For now, I bind you to the flame, never to return from the whence you came.
All right, so hopefully you liked that little sneak peek of all of the things we just took out. Awesome stuff. I mean, I really love the Deadly 7 intro. It was a little odd for us because they immediately opened the gates. Hopefully the video looks okay, and it launched right into it. Rather than that usual 7 o'clock time, it was 6:30. So we jumped into that. A lot of fun. Made our way over to Paranormal Inc. I mean, everybody's talking about Paranormal Inc. It was kind of one of the highlights of the media event for the announcements, as well as kind of all the clues when we had that Scary Farm box. A lot of fun in there. A couple of the effects seemed to have a little bit of issues as we went through, but in general fun. There were some claustrophobic rooms, some big rooms, a lot of different work above. Again, it's a tough point because you don't want to spoil it too much, but love the use of projectors, and it's just kind of a different take, a nice mix. We'll go into more detail, again, without spoilers in the podcast, so check that out. Tooth Fairy and Voodoo, both of those, actually let's lump Trick or Treat in with that, because all three of them returners, all three of them ones that were really at the top of our list of enjoyment last year, and gotta say, liked them all even more this year. Fun additions to them. Really neat skeleton key room for Voodoo in particular, but Tooth Fairy as well, fun there. And then Trick or Treat, we've loved Trick or Treat for years. It just kind of hits right at the heart of what we like, kind of that nostalgic, classic witch, Dracula, trickster type of a Halloween. A lot of fun there. So we're gonna make our way over to the other side of the park now. Gonna check out Dead of Winter, brand new maze as well that people are really excited about. Black Magic, Calico Mine Ride, and maybe we'll hit up some Elvira and some hanging.
Hello, darling, it's me, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And former gold medal winner, Olympic gold medal winner, Bruce Jenner. Or as they like to call me down at the hometown buffet, the gal in black you don't want to get behind on all-you-can-eat shrimp night. Oh, he loved that joke, damn. Okay, welcome to my asylum. Or as I like to call it, Elvira's booby hatch. Okay, where are my Elvira fans at?
away an ancient and biblical evil by myself, and you all walk along thinking that it's all good. Well, you've been led by false prophets, and we are here to lead you to the light, to bring you to something more. Because if there's blood on the roots, there are blood on the branches, and there's gonna be a lot more blood on those branches come the day that we will just rock till when we strike.
Who wants to be in front?
Yeah, he's scratching himself.
Where was?
He's one of them, ain't you? You're one of the sympathizers up there.
Maybe?
All right, when you go clear the house, you don't see it.
Okay.
Hold on, we're coming through. Go! Hurry up, go, go, go! Come on, hurry up, go!
Monster selfie time. Monster selfie time.
Deaths around the park. We first headed over to Elvira, had a really good time. I gotta say, in all the years that we've seen Elvira, which has been many over the 19 or 20 years we've been coming to Scary Farm, I think it's the most high energy, high impact show we've seen. Tons of dancers, lots of comedy, fun stuff there. Then we headed over to Gunslinger's Grave. Fun improvements there. Gotta admit, a few years ago, Gunslinger wasn't at the top of my list of mazes, and I think each year it gets a little bit better, and really enjoyed a lot of what it had. The kind of evolution of the story is fun. I like how they're building on it each time around. Then we ran over to Dead of Winter. Lots of fun there. It was definitely a maze. Looking forward to coming into this year. The cold factor, gotta admit, that adds to it here on a hot, I mean, it's 100 and some degrees here, even in Anaheim today as we're recording this, so it's probably 70s, mid to high 70s, still very warm, shorts and t-shirts everywhere, people sweating everywhere, nice and cold in there. It was very fun hanging out with the Ice Queen, felt like kept getting in line over and over again. Fun little skeleton key room there, not a ton to it, but still a fun room there. Made our way to Black Magic then. It's been a classic for us each of the couple of years that we really enjoyed. Fun there. It was neat to see how they integrated the skeleton key room from years past and made it just part of the maze this time around. So for those of you that maybe weren't able to make it into that part of the or into the skeleton key experience, it's neat now because you get that just as part of the maze itself. Then right here behind us, we've got My Bloody Clementine, a really neat part mythology behind the story. A little disappointed that there wasn't a lot of development to the story in the actual maze. I also didn't see a ton of talent. Expected a little bit more talent, and again, a little bit more development. We know the backstory of Clementine, her coming from the ghost town streets. We actually talked a lot with Rick West from TPA, getting more of that background, and that's awesome. But it didn't really give a narrative. It would have been nice to have a track playing, kind of have Witch's Keep, letting us know a little bit more of what's going on so that your average passerby had a little bit more of that. So we'll see, maybe it'll come. It's opening night, things are always in change mode throughout the haunt season at every haunt, so we'll see if that changes. We did make our way over to Infected. We couldn't get in. We have a time slot for 9:30. We were there around 9:30. We were being quoted around a 2-hour line. Not sure how accurate that is, but it was moving really slow. In fact, our friends were in line ahead of time there. They barely moved over a half hour, so not sure what's going on with some of the capacity issues. So we'll make our way back there. Hopefully we'll be able to get it in tonight. If not, we'll get it in another night. So for now, we're gonna make our way over to Forevermore, Pinocchio Unstrung, coming back for another year. Let's go check them out.
A new dimension in horror. A terrifying trauma where blood-chilling dreams come true.
We interrupt your normally scheduled programming to bring you breaking news.
Kill me! He took my eyes! Please don't go! Please!
Once upon a midnight train, while I pondered weak, weary,
while the many a quaint and curious volume were forgotten. Nevermore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber. Cried, and in her violent, now final death agonies, bore him to the floor a corpse, and a victim to the terrors he had anticipated. Her throat so entirely cut that, upon an attempt to raise her, the head fell off. I cannot until that his own treatment was a very capital one of its kind. As he justly observed, it was simple, neat, and gave no trouble at all, not the least. I've searched every library for the works of Dr. Tarr and Professor Betts. Graves and names all over, and continually increased. It grew louder, louder. Was it possible that relentlessly down, vibrated within 3 inches of my waist, down, still inevitably left at the long devastated country. So hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal. He had come like the revelers in their blood-bedewed halls of their revel. The life of the ebony court went out.
Then the blue fairy entered into
Not yet, there's some people that
Thank you.
just signal me when it's located down. You having a good time?
So we hit Forevermore and Pinocchio Unstrung. Both Skeleton Key rooms, pretty fun. I really like the Pinocchio Unstrung. It's funny because Pinocchio Unstrung's not been one of my favorite mazes over the last few years. Not one I was necessarily looking forward to even coming back, but really, really loved the Skeleton Key room. The actor went all out. Really, really cool. Fun little maze there. Forevermore, super creepy as usual. Fun stuff there as well. So as we're here making our way back to the front of the park, we got the Deadly Seven behind us there, or at least their coach that brought them in earlier. We've got all sorts of denizens of the park running around us. Unfortunately, we were never able to make it into Infected, so we can't show you any of that. We love Infected in 2014. We hope to be able to hit it in 2015 on a different night. It was constantly backed up, like they were saying about a 2-hour wait every time we went by. So not sure what's going on there in terms of capacity issues. It's tough. They've only got the one track this year. Hopefully they get it ironed out because we love Infected and we want to do it so badly. It's a reason that some of our friends bought passes this year to come to Scary Farm just alone. Really, really awesome attraction, but obviously if you can't get in there, that won't do any good. So follow along with us. We'll have more on it hopefully as time goes on. We also skipped the hanging tonight, not because we don't love the hanging, just didn't have time to get around to it. That's usually something we do on a second night or a third night down the line. In general, what this always really speaks to is just how much there is to do at Scary Farm. It is packed. There is not enough time. As we're wrapping this up, it's just about 1 a.m. we had every intention of being out of here by 11 p.m. It wasn't because there was long lines. We had the front of the line pass. We cruised right to the front. It's just there's so much to do, and that's not even counting just sitting in the scare zones and watching all the fun going on with the actors. So another big year, 2015. We will be in the park a lot, so you can follow along with us if you love Scary Farm, and if you're watching this, I'm guessing you do. We'll talk more in depth on our podcast. Go over to iTunes or Stitcher to check out Parks and Cons, where we've got lots of Knott's Scary Farm content. I think we podcast more on Knott's Scary Farm than maybe any other podcast, really. I mean, it's a very consistent part of our programming there. So if you're checking this out, go check that out as well. So we're going to leave you right here, and so until next time, we'll see you in line in the fog.